a disgraced family, a suicide pact gone awry, and a dead slave. Hello everyone, this is Jordan Alexander. Book reviewers Bertrand Wyatt Brown, Robert Macaulay, Patrick J. Furlong, Stephen H. Hodgman, Elliot West, and Donald F. Carmody examined Jefferson's Nephews, a Frontier Tragedy by Boynton Merrill. Merrill is a lawyer who lives in Kentucky, and several years ago he purchased land that once belonged to the Lewis family, which was interrelated to the Randolph and Jefferson families through intermarriage. Merrill does not do his book any justice according to the various book reviewers, because he tends to go on tangents throughout his book. He does not adequately deal with the subject of the murder case with primary source documents. Rather, he defers to secondary sources. And in Merrill's defense, the primary source documents are all contradicting, so he has to fall back on secondary sources in relating the murder case. Merrill observes that the Lewis, Randolph, and Jefferson families had all fallen on hard times during the 1800s. However, the Lewis family had also experienced deaths in their family and had a history of mental instability. This history of mental instability, coupled with hypochondriacs, as well as hard financial times, led Lilburne Lewis to possibly murder his young black slave, 17-year-old George, who had wandered off without a proper pass, and then came back and accidentally broke a vase that belonged to Lilburne's mother. In a fit of rage, and possibly a drunken stupor, Lilburne and his younger brother Isham cooperated to tie down young George to the floor, where Lilburne then proceeded to hack George to death with an axe, as he forced his other slaves to watch in horror. Lilburne and his brother then put the body in a chimney 2 different times with the help of their black slaves in the attempts to burn the body. However, a fierce earthquake destroyed the chimney both times. A dog ended up running away with the skull of 17-year-old George, and the brothers were indicted for murder. Ironically, the slaves could not testify against the masters because of black slave laws in the 1800s. However, justice was still, in a sense, met ironically. The 2 brothers made a pact to kill each other, essentially a suicide pact. Lilburne left a cryptic note that his second wife left him with a newborn son, and he blamed all of his misfortunes on her. Lilburne, attempting to show his younger brother Isham how to clean a gun before killing his younger brother, accidentally shot himself, and he died on the spot next to his mother's grave. However, his younger brother Isham could not go through with the suicide pact and ran away. He eventually changed his name and lived a new life, completely different from his past. Jefferson, however, the President of the United States, could not deal with his family members, so he pretty much disavowed them. The Lewis family's disgraced legacy, troubled history with mental illness, hypochondriac behavior, and financial problems truly made them a frontier tragedy.